Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Billy Intruder, welcome to I Am Dead, a little game that's caught my interest because it is about, as you may have guessed from, the name, being a ghost, but not a spooky ghost, like, just a happy ghost who's chilling out and revisiting his small village, and it just looks really damn relaxing, and I think we could all do with some of that right now. Although on the other hand, it's possible that I have just drowned, and if I was allowed to turn around, which I'm not right now, I'd see my own corpse, which, might be a little bit upsetting,
well, here
but...
I am again.
Ooh.
Morris Lupton, off for my morning walk.
You see, this seems nice and relaxing. This seems fine.
This must be the finest stretch of beach on the finest island the whole world over. For a little speck of land in the North Atlantic, it sure is a good un.
You see, we're on a lovely island. We're having a lovely time.
Oh, I see those yoga folks up at the lighthouse are up bright and early, saluting the sun and all that. I always thought that looked like fun.
How on earth did they get over there? I'm not sure. Maybe they just live there.
But this walk isn't the same without Sparky. She did love chasing that tennis ball. Oh, Sparky. I miss you, girl.
Okay, there's also a dead dog. Never mind, this might be a lot more sad than I was expecting.
Shelmerston used to be a quiet place. You'd only come here if you like fishing or bird watching. But since the new ferry service started, we get loads of tourists. But what you gonna do? It's always changing.
Alright. Am I dead right now, or am I still alive?
The crater's definitely been smoking more than usual lately. That's funny, that, for a dormant volcano.
Right, never mind. Dead dog and apocalypse. Dear oh dear.
Yep, Shelmerston's a smashing place. I'm lucky to call it home.
Yeah, am I already dead by any chance? Yeah, that's my memorial bench.
The bench. Yeah, this is, it's my bench. Yeah, the museum paid for it because I was the curator there. Yeah, and they did that to remember me because, oh yes, I am dead.
Does that mean you can have your dog back? Because, if you're dead and your dog's dead, you can have a ghost dog. I want to go find my ghost dog. Can I have a ghost dog?
It's been some adjustment, but not all bad. Yeah, I should probably go and check on the museum, actually.
Alright, nice walk, but now over to... a museum.
Yeah, I've been collecting the stories of Shelmerston for years now, here in my museum. There are so many stories, and wonderful ones. The museum started off small, but just grew and grew.
Alright, so we're at the desk. And, what are we looking at, precisely? Like a big old whale thing?
It's shut at the moment, of course. Not sure what's going to happen with it now that I'm no longer doing it. I do like coming back here, though. Gives me a bit of purpose, which I've really missed since, becoming dead. Oh, one thing that's been keeping me amused. Since I've been dead, I've found I can do some new things.
Okay, so I can zoom in, and no, never mind, slice in, and aha! Okay, so yeah, I can actually start seeing through things. This is... okay. I'm seeing inside things, because, I can go straight through things, so I know what's in this exhibit.
Pretty weird. Yeah, I'm not sure what use it is, but it's been keeping me quite entertained.
Okay, so yeah, we can also change the angle of our approach, if that's what we want to do. And with that I can see, yeah, I literally decided to put my dog's, there it is, Sparky, the tag, inside what's presumably the ashes. Okay, game, you didn't need to start off with, literally a dead dog's ashes, alright? I thought this was going to be happy and relaxing. I wasn't emotionally ready for this. Though this does raise the possibility, yes, that also seems to be also ashes, but no tag. So, possibly my wife? Who knows? No, John. It's him. It's him, John, because he's dead. The clue's in the cooking title. Of any chance, was there like a secret, a bit of food inside my dog's ball? There was not. But, yeah, things are properly, modelled. So, the binoculars have layers of lenses in them, which makes sense, I assume. I'm not a binocular expert, but still. And if I want to, I can zoom right up to an individual item to give it a scan. So, if there are secret things...
Ah, but the novelty's worn off. I mean, it's been, well, I don't know how long exactly, but an awful long time since I've had anyone to talk to. Well, anyone who talked back, anyway.
Alright, so... Oh my goodness, is that Sparky?
Hmm?
Is that Sparky? Have I got my ghost dog?
No, I couldn't. That sounds like... Sparky. Is that you?
Oh my goodness, find this. Yes, 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 I know where it is. I know where it is. I know where it is. It's right here. So, lock on. And I get a ghost dog. Okay, it's not sad anymore. Now I get to live forever with my dog. And getting to live forever with your dog, but not having a job or anything. That sounds like just the best thing. So, lock on. There we go. And with that, I've got an infinite ghost dog.
Morris, come with me. I need to show you something.
Did she always talk? This just got weird actually, never mind.
What's... It's Sparky?
Morris, you worked it out.
You can talk?
Well, I could always talk. You just couldn't understand me.
And you can hear me?
Well, sure. You are talking, aren't you?
Oh, Sparky!
What is it, Morris?
It's been so long. I thought I'd had my last conversation. Oh, I'm so very glad.
I'm glad too, Morris. I've been waiting for you. We need to go...
Oh, wait. Are you really my Sparky? My Sparky girl?
Mostly. The best bits. But listen, I don't know how long before the volcano erupts, but it's not long now.
The volcano? Erupting? But it's dormant.
No. It has been dormant because of the custodian. But the custodian is weakening and we don't know how much longer they can hold on.
The custodian? I mean, what are you talking about?
Shelmerston is volcanic. It's supposed to erupt every once in a while. The only reason it hasn't is the custodian, keeping the island calm.
Custodian keeping the island calm?
Take your time, Morris. Dogs are better at understanding this kind of stuff than humans.
The custodian is a ghost.
Yes! Now you're getting it. The custodian is a ghost who appeases the island, keeps it safe to live on. But the current custodian has been doing the job a long time and really needs to retire.
And the island needs a new custodian.
That's right. It's up to us to find a new one. There are 5 prospects that I know of. 5 ghosts still hanging around the island who haven't gone into the west yet. We need to find them and see if they'll take the job.
What if none of the prospects wants it?
If the current custodian fades away and there's nobody to commune with the island's spirit, well, that would be bad.
Bad how, Sparky?
Volcano bad. You've seen how it's smoking. We don't have long now.
Well, could I be the custodian?
Oh, I wish. But Ghost Code 342B dictates that the custodian must be a ghost who has been dead on this island for at least 1,000 days. And we don't have that long.
Ghost Code 342B. Yeah, well, I suppose that makes as much sense as anything else.
Right. Let's get going, Morris. Our first prospect is Peter Noach.
Oh, yeah, from the yoga centre. Yeah, he died a few years ago, didn't he? Yeah, I remember his funeral on the lighthouse.
Yes. That's the fella. He always had those funny green treats. Let's go pay him a visit.
I like how what the dog remembers more than anything is what treats he had. So, okay, I get my dog back. That's nice. I got a ghost dog now. Unfortunately, yes, it turns out there's ghost bureaucracy, so I can't just save the island. That would have been easier. So, okay, off to the lighthouse we go.
Wow, flying! Oh, this feels nice.
What? Oh, right. Oh, you kind of forget about it after a while.
I always was impressed with this yoga centre. Pete seemed like a chap who went through some tough times, and creating this place really seemed to help him.
Yep, and it's still going strong. They're always busy with folks from the mainland.
Yoga centre run by a robot. How things change. Well, it seems to be working out, though. So, now Pete's a ghost, so how do we find him?
Well, remember that clue I sent you from inside my urn? The tag?
Yeah?
Right. So that was something special to me while I was alive that helped me channel my ghost. A kind of memento. So we need to channel the ghost of Peter Noach. And to do that, we need to find his mementos.
And how are we going to do that?
By looking into the memories of those who loved him best. People with memories of Pete will have little thought bubbles coming out of their heads. Those are a sign you'll be able to dive into that person's memory.
I suppose that's hardly the strangest thing I've heard today.
Oh, Morris, just you wait. Now, to recap. Find people who are close to Peter. View their memories. Track down the mementos. And then leave the rest to me.
So people, then memories, then mementos, then Pete. Yeah, think I get the idea. Okay, let's go.
Alright, so, yeah, we can just look around, but we won't know what we're looking for until we find out what the people who loved Pete remembered about him. So, alright, here we go. Pete Noach, 1956 to 2013. So, alright, we can, look at the details about him at any time we want. He was originally the lighthouse keeper, solitary life for several years, seldom visited the town, spoke only rarely, opened the lighthouse as a yoga retreat with the help of a robot called EM. I guess that sort of makes no sense whatsoever. But, we'll see if we can learn more about this robot. Did the robot murder him? I think the robot murdered him. And yep, now we've just got full control. So, okay. I can't actually go, down under it, but I can see what's going on. If I want to, I can... Sorry, are you... Okay, this bird has a memory. So, this bird's also stellar. You know what? My dog's talking to me. It's fine. So, hello there, Mr. Bird. What do you remember precisely? Whoop.
I was getting ready to lay my egg.
Okay. What are we doing? Oh. Ah. We're literally moving through time. Like, wading through time. Right. Hang on, are we... No, I'm constructing the memory. I'm getting it right.
But my nest needed that little something extra.
So what, you stole a page out of his book or something?
I found the perfect thing.
Okay. And, oh, the Rubik's Cube. Oh, there we go. Alright, so... Yeah, you just decided you were gonna have his... Okay, Rubik's Cubes need to have, like, more than one colour for the whole... Never mind, I'm sure it's fine.
The human and that metal beast seemed quite agitated at their loss.
Okay, so he didn't know what was going on, and the robot seemed... I don't trust the robot. The robot seems annoyed.
I always hated those blooming things.
Alright, so a Rubik's Cube, or something similar, that was stolen, and as for the people, we can lock on, but presumably you don't actually know anything. Also, can we like go... No, we can't go through people. Alright, that might be a bit much. Though, he does have a smiley face on his chest, so that's nice. Okay, no more memories here. But, if I was to... Can I zoom into the lantern room? Yes, let's look in the lantern room. So, obviously, I can now see into the bulb. And there's a bunch of other stuff too. So, Pete's other toolbox for other tools. And a jam sarnie. I can lock on to this here sandwich and verify. Yep, that looks like some jam right there. And a feather on top. Wonder if the feather is going to be important for something. But yeah, I can just, go up to things and just examine them and learn about them. Figure out what's going on and potentially find any secret compartments or whatnot. Though as for the actual bulb, what have we got in here, if anything? No, nothing hidden in the actual bulb. I was wondering if maybe there'd be something hidden there. Now his other toolbox, the first one, the primary one, that is locked and... Okay. Can't help but notice there is a puzzle cube. Okay. Yep. We found the puzzle cube. And that was in the... Well, the world is suddenly very rainbowy.
Dogs are actually very good at solving these. They're just hard for us to turn.
Aha. So, I don't just have to know about the item, I then have to locate it. Alright, so know about the Rubik's Cube, then find the Rubik's Cube. Also, just out of interest, what's inside a Rubik's Cube? And, aha, just as it should be. Yeah, if you go to the second layer, of course, yeah, the actual colour on that side is different to what's on the top, which is correct, so that's marvellous. Right, leave that, and then...
Okay, let's find some more memories.
Yep, I'm working on it. Don't worry, Sparky. You know what I'm doing. Right, so there's the bulb room. Well, like, there's presumably, aha, EM's room. That'll be the robot. I don't trust that damn robot. Then, down a bit more, a plant room. Down a bit more beyond that. Yoga room, but the other side. Okay, that's where the bathroom is. And down the bottom, there is... Okay, there's a bedroom, but maybe it's just like, a waiting area or something. And a kitchen and, oh, a nice lounge. That is lovely. And then the foyer, and then, aha, there's also a cellar. So there's going to be something hidden down here. So, okay, let's start off with the robot who murdered him. Because I'm suspicious of the robot. So, here we go. Lighthouse automation program. Let's see what's going on here precisely. Yeah. Hello there, evil murder bot. What went wrong with you?
When Pete arrived at the lighthouse, he needed help running it, but refused all offers. Eventually, fearing the possibility of a shipwreck, Trinity House sent me to Shelmerston to help keep things running smoothly.
Okay. So, yeah, he was originally very solitary. We knew about that. There we go. That's what we need.
I bought Pete a plant as a welcome present. He introduced himself very quietly, but didn't seem to want to say anything else. He seemed distracted, like gravity was pressing down on him harder than other people.
Okay, so yeah, that was the first plant, and now there's a whole room of them.
Whenever I would enter a room, Pete would mutter some excuse to leave. I didn't have a single conversation with anyone in months.
Okay, so he refuses to engage with the robot at first.
Eventually, Pete noticed the plant.
Presumably, he starts paying attention to it a little bit.
Then, Pete noticed me. That was the start of what became this plant room. We spent hours in here over the years, sowing seeds and tending our plants together.
Right, and they became friends by the sound of it.
Wow. Robots got complicated, didn't they? Yeah, I didn't realize how important M was to Pete. I suppose everyone needs a friend. Sparky?
Okay, so hang on. We need to find, ideally, the first plant. Alright, we didn't get a great look at it, so which one's it going to be? Like, from the thing over there, it looks like it was, yeah, leafy and potentially had, like, what could have been fruit on it. So, okay, try the grapefruit tree. Did they say grapefruit? I can't remember whether they actually said this. So, yep, there we go. Spot on. Right, so I have found the correct tree because it had the little fruit on it. Good, 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 good. And the ribbon too.
Ugh. Dogs hate all fruit. I'm not going near this, Morris.
Oh, Sparky doesn't like the fruit. In all fairness, I don't like grapefruit either, so that's fine. So, okay, there's number 2. And, actually, you know what, let's just have a bit of a look-see inside, yeah, the robot himself, if we're allowed to. Maybe not, but if we want to, we can go inside every single individual plant. So, okay, was there maybe anything... Oh my goodness, the fruit is actually properly modelled internally too. That's really cool. Okay, there wasn't anything hidden in any of these plants, but I mean, somebody could have buried something here, but I don't know which one I'd be wanting to look at. Also, what is inside the chest of drawers? So go through. It looks like it is spare pots. Just check if there's anything going on with any of that, but it doesn't look like it. I need to look at them individually to check. So, the watering can. Nothing hidden in there, but yeah, that's what the game is. There's going to be stuff hidden somewhere, together with tiny details about, yeah, what might be in the world. So, there's a glove and a slipper. Some more nice stuff there. Okay, back out for the time being. We don't know what we're looking for. Not yet anyway, so nip up and you, my friend, a student of Pete's after meeting him at a yoga retreat. So Pete liked yoga, yeah, before he died. It wasn't just something that was done afterwards. So, okay, my friend, what do you remember precisely?
I met Pete for the first time on a yoga retreat in Goa. He was the best yoga teacher, but very reserved. I noticed he had some army tattoos. I wanted to ask about them, but he would never talk about himself.
Okay, so he actually was super into yoga in life and army tattoos. Interesting.
When I got home, I looked him up. I couldn't believe it. He'd been with Special Forces in Helmand and was awarded a medal for bravery. Pete's unit had been in an ambush. He tried to save a colleague whose leg had been blown off, but by the time they'd reached base, it was too late. Pete was the only survivor.
Ah, so possibly the reason he wasn't, you know, so keen on people was he was still processing some form of trauma.
I booked the retreat again the next year. I thought he was such an interesting bloke. Still waters, you know. And one evening, after class, I followed him down to the beach. I saw him throw something into the water and went to have a look. Picked it out of the shallows before it was washed away. It was his medal. I picked it up.
Ah, so even though it was for a heroic act, he was, struggling with, presumably, survivor's guilt.
I went back to Goa the following year, but Pete wasn't teaching and it just wasn't the same. Not as good. Then, a couple of years later, I saw an online ad for his new retreat in a lighthouse. I booked immediately. I took the medal with me. Perhaps he would want it back.
Ah, and how did that go?
It was the same Pete Noach, and if anything, he was an even better teacher. One coffee break, when I got him on his own, I brought up Helmand in conversation. I wish I hadn't. It was like a shutter coming down. I didn't mention the medal.
Alright, so never even got that far.
I kept coming back for the yoga. And you know, over the years I saw Pete mellow. I think the lighthouse was doing him good. He even cracked a joke with the group once in a while. So, that summer, the one before he died, I decided to act. It was the day I was leaving and I showed him his medal. There was a moment of total surprise. I was worried then. but he took it. He turned it over in his hand. The poor guy was lost for words. He gave me a nod of thanks and slipped it into his pocket. I'm glad he got it back.
Okay, so we've got to find that medal.
Oh, Pete. I had no idea.
Alright, so I'm guessing, is it in that back room over here? Kept somewhere safe by any chance? And board game shelf. Hang on, maybe he was hiding it inside one of these here boxes. No, I need to look at each box individually. So, alright, just like checkers or something there. We need to find it, darn it. It's got to be hidden here somewhere, but he's going to have put it somewhere private. Downward dog. Now, that's a yoga thing, isn't it? That is... Okay, it is a yoga thing, but it's also a yoga-themed snakes and ladders thing. That's adorable. Right, okay. And then Scrubble. Okay, this might also be a yoga joke, but if so, I don't know enough about yoga. It looks like Scrabble, but like with only a 4x4 grid, which is not enough for Scrabble. Right, check the actual table. So, yeah, spare foot, spare arm. Doesn't make sense the medal would be, yeah, here. So, okay. Get around the back over here. Is it possible he chose to display it inside this little museum or something? Just looksy round, eh? I don't know. It could have been inside any of these things. So hang on. Get over here. Get over here. And, well, there's something. There's something in here. Okay, that's a walkie-talkie. So we can see the components, but not a medal. Hang on, there might be some more here. So, matchbox. That is, no, would you believe, a match with a camel on the front there. And a case. Here we go. We got it. Yep, that there is the medal. Boom. So, okay, he did keep it, but he chose not to put it on display.
This is a conspicuous gallantry cross. They don't give those to just anybody.
Alright, so there it is. Memory number 3. So, the games that he played with people, because we've seen the board games and the Rubik's Cube, the memories of his previous trauma that he slowly came to terms with through yoga and meeting people that way, the plant, how he made his first connection after his solitude with a robot. So, okay, that is our thing number 3. Oh, we got something else here. Sparky's interested in something. Come on, Sparky. What is it you've just detected, precisely? Now that looks to me like what was inside the walkie-talkie. So, hang on.
Okay, we're in the right place. But now we need to slice and rotate this object to just the right spot to get the Grenkin out.
Okay, we're looking for Grenkins, apparently. So, round about here. And... okay, now, what's a Grenkin? Precisely. Alright, it's a weird tiny leaf creature.
Hello, Grenkin. Good to see you. Morris, these spirits have been on Shelmerston for thousands of years, and they bring good luck. We should definitely keep finding them.
Okay, so there's little extra hidden things aside from the main mission. Gotcha. And there we go. Oh, blimey, there's loads of them. Got it. Right, down another floor, and yeah, we've got more of these things showing up, including, okay, a tiny, like, I don't know, fossily ancient thingy-McJib-Jib. Okay. So, is one going to be hidden inside one of these masks? Because I'm not... oh, blimey. Sorry, didn't see you there. Okay, where are you hiding that? Because that's a bit of a mystery. And there's, okay, a string of rings somewhere in here. Except, aha, hang on. Hang on. If I just line this up correctly and slice it correctly, then that ought to... no, be the other way round. Put it the other way round over to here. Then de-slice a little bit. That should be about right. Come on, you little Grenkin. I know you're here somewhere. Here we go. just spin it round the right way. Yeah, you got it exactly the right angle. So, okay, that is, I don't know what that is, but, like, you know, it's here. And as I suspected, yes, it turns out that, I don't know whether it's a toy or not, but, like, somebody decided to, hide, yeah, a little thingy over here in the toilet. Possibly it's just a toy. Maybe that thing just lives in my toilet. I'm not sure. Right, there's more in here, including a whole bunch of, yeah, dots. Something that would form a dotty pattern. But you, my friend, who are you precisely? So, okay, she was a convert to yoga, having originally been skeptical. Keen golfer, yoga significantly improved her core stability. Therefore, she could be a better golfer. Okay, so presumably your memories of him aren't so intimate as the ones we've had so far, right? So there we go. Just nip inside your head, see what it is you remember precisely.
I just got divorced and really wanted to go on a golfing holiday, but my best mate Tammy somehow talked me into doing a yoga retreat instead.
Yeah, because we know you weren't into it originally. Fine.
Yoga made me feel weird and uncomfortable. After the first day, I'd basically given up. I thought Pete was a bit angry with me. It was hard to tell.
Alright, so she wasn't having a nice time.
Exploring the lighthouse, I came across Pete's set of clubs. Bingo, I thought. I wondered where I could practice my drive.
Alright, so he was into golf once upon a time too.
I took the clubs up to the observation deck and spent all afternoon perfecting my stroke. The sun was shining. It was the best time I'd had all week. Suddenly, I was aware of Pete watching me. My heart sank and I braced myself for a telling off.
He looks pretty happy to me, but alright.
How wrong I was. Pete cracked a smile and joined in. Every evening for the rest of that week, we were up on that observation deck, driving balls into the sea. Best holiday in years. I even got into yoga by the end.
Alright, so, I mean, I'm guessing we're looking for, well, I know where the clubs are, maybe one of the balls outside on the island or something? Ah, tea.
I guess old Pete had a light side after all.
So, how are we gonna find that precisely? Well, there is a thing right here next to the golf clubs. So, dip inside the chest of drawers, and no, that's not relevant to that, unless, hang on, nope, that's a toothbrush, that's just her wash bag. But logically, maybe there'd be, like, you know, a pocket, like that pocket right there, might be, hang on, spin it round. Is that what we want? Pete's golf tee? Because I suspect it is. Marvellous, gotcha.
I wonder how many golf balls are in the sea around this lighthouse.
Probably a fair few, probably more than he should have done, actually. Though, okay, I can't deny I'm now curious. What would make that pattern? Because, yeah, there's not enough golf clubs, not enough balls to make the pattern. So, okay, what is there enough of to make that pattern in theory? Because not enough legs on the chair, even with the bits at the back, if I could spin it round somehow. So, okay, hang on. It must be something in, like, you know, somebody's bag. What are you guys bringing that's causing this? Okay, wardrobe, handful of clothes, that's not going to do it either. Hang on. What is this going to be? Is there something, like, hidden inside this by any chance? No, doesn't Luxie like it? Ah, hang on. He brought cupcakes. Right, spin them around. And boom. There's a Grenkin hiding in his cupcakes. Right, welcome aboard, little Grenkin. I also like how they all kind of look like poo. In a way, they do all kind of just look like, you know, various different shapes and orientations of poo. Right, so yeah, it feels like every room's got a tiny mystery to it, insofar as, yeah, you've got to find something, and if I had to guess, that cog pattern, if I was to cut this in just the right shallow way, would that work, potentially? Ah, no, that was a false friend. It's got to be the clock here, so, hang on. Just got to find the right spot. Yeah, here we go. This is going to be it. The question is, what's the orientation here? What's the right way to go? Oh, got it. Just need to spin it round in just the right angle. So, Hello there, tiny Grenkin. Also, the world isn't static, which is really nice, which is, yeah, people sort of, they move around. Like, they were not in this room a second ago, but, okay, who's the last person who's actually got, you know, a memory? Let's actually get a proper memory here. So, alright, Simone. Simone wasn't sure if she'd return after he died, but she didn't want to let down the regular group of friends she'd made. They always come for half term. And when she arrived, she discovered the old magic hadn't been lost. Okay, well that just sounds like a lovely story. Let's get that story. Alright, in we go.
Pete was hard to read, you know? Strong, silent type. But you could tell he loved his collection of Buddhas. He said they were like fat little soldiers that kept him safe. To be honest, I thought that was a bit odd. But he was a great teacher.
Alright, so he might have had a spiritual side.
Pete was very protective about his collection. Hated people messing with them, even telling off Em when she was dusting them.
Alright, so yeah, a collection of them. Possibly one of them's now been put somewhere safely out of the way.
One day, one of the Buddhas went missing. Pete was distraught. Not much affected him, so it was a shock for everyone to see how upset he was.
Okay, possibly more of a spiritual side than, yeah, I was thinking.
All of us at the retreat spent the whole afternoon searching, but we never found it.
Aha, that's gonna be the big final thing then. Never found. There's a tiny Buddha statue somewhere.
To cheer him up, Em bought Pete a little toy robot. You could tell Pete was delighted.
And I've seen that. It's upstairs in the living room, same room as the grandfather clock just was. So, okay.
Ah, what a lovely gesture. She was a good friend, that Em.
So, don't find the robot, though possibly the robot is the final item that we need to find to when the moment comes. But, yeah, we need to figure out where the Buddha was. And if I had to guess, I mean, down in the cellar somewhere, though there's also a Grenkin in here sooner or later, though, I'm going to be honest, that to me looks like it could be part of a light bulb, potentially. So, okay, let's go find ourselves the Buddha. Then again, so far they've always been in the same room, so, okay, that would suggest it was somewhere in here, but how would it never have been found if it was in here? Maybe he found it years later, I'm not sure. Check these big boots in case, yeah, maybe it, like, fell into them. If it had fallen down something, that would make a lot more sense than it just... Ooh! I've found a tiny spider! I've found Jeremy the spider! Right, okay, remember that Jeremy lives in that boot. That could be useful. Well, I just can't see where it would be in that room, so, okay. We're gonna have to, yeah, search through all of this, because a bunch of provisions or something. It could be hidden inside or underneath something, though. Hang on. That helmet looks a little bit distinctive. If I had to guess, there's... Okay, so that's just a skull. That's fine. That doesn't mean this guy was murdered. I mean, it possibly does. You never know. Aha! Spare bulb here, and while I'm actually just passing by, yeah, we might well be able to get ourselves another lovely thing right here. And hang on, just got the angle just right. May as well get a Grenkin while I'm here. And I think we've got it. Boom. Right, nothing hidden inside the boiler or the pipes as best as I can see. So, okay, nothing went missing in there. That just leaves this one over here. So, provisions, couscous and quinoa. Just, can we take a closer look? No, we cannot. Okay, we gotta find this thing, and we might need to start thinking a bit more laterally here, which is, where would something logically be able to go missing? Where could he have lost this thing where he never would have found it? Because they said they searched the place, so as a result of that, yeah, it can't be anywhere just obvious, like, say, inside a cupboard or something. They would have checked, they would have found it, so... Okay, where's it going to be? Ah, hang on. When you move into this room, it actually starts highlighting, suggesting it is in here, but... Okay. where on earth could it be hiding? Because I've checked the 2 containers, so in which case, unless there was like a hidden compartment behind something like that, I'm... Okay, hang on. I must be missing something here. And while we're looking, we can start to piece together more of his story. So, desert boots. Completely inappropriate for a lighthouse keeper, but of course, yeah. Now we know why he's got those. Oh, hang on. Hang the flip on. Oh my. The Buddha was somehow hoovered up, though it would never have fit in there, so... Okay. Who put it there? Because it didn't just get hoovered up by accident. That's not possible. But, okay, we've got it anyway, and I'm guessing maybe it was the robot, the replacement, that's the final item we're supposed to be going to get, right?
Oh, what a nice little fella. I'm glad we found him.
Alright, so we've got the 5 clues, but how do we figure out what, the big item is? The item we need to, find the ghost. So, alright, just back out here.
Okay, that's all of the mementos. Now what do we have to do?
Wow, I'm getting a really strong scent. Well done. I should easily be able to sniff out Peter's spirit now.
All right then. What do you need me to do?
Absolutely nothing. Just let me do my thing.
Alright, so where is Peter? Aha! We can actually just release Sparky. So, Sparky's doing a thing. And now we've got ourselves a dog. Am I playing as the dog? I need to chase down some memories. Oh, blimey, this... Okay, marvellous. So, give it a bark. Alright, baby, chase some memories down. And there we go. Okay, I'm getting the memories to... Right, I'm rounding up the memories. I'm being a sheepdog for memories. And I see more over there. Right, getting the memories to follow me. And I can sprint and fly in. Okay, this game is lovely. FYI. This game is just really, really damn nice. And can we use all those memories to construct this guy? And there he is. Up at the top. So, hi there. Are you like... okay, or are you still a bit like, recovering from trauma? Oh, there he is. And now, we can have a nice chat with the Yoga Lighthouse teacher.
Pete! Oh, wow! It's really you! Well, it's me, Morris. Morris Lupton.
Of course I remember you, Morris. It's lovely to see you. How's death treating you?
Oh, well, it's a bit jarring, but, well, I'm having a nice enough time. But listen, Pete, we've come to ask you something. Do you know about the custodian?
The custodian? The person who communes with the island, yes? I've noticed the volcano looks like it's waking up.
Yes, well, that's the thing. We need a new one.
Oh, me? To be the custodian? Oh, Morris, I'm flattered, but I don't think I'm the one for this job. I spent my whole life and my whole afterlife trying to find peace. And lately, I think I found it. I'm satisfied with how things turned out. I'm finally ready to go into the West. I don't want to stay around any longer.
Ah, well, fair enough.
Would you want to come with me? I would be grateful for the company.
Well, that's kind of you, but I do really need to help find a new custodian. Maybe afterwards.
I understand. Well, best of luck with the search then. I'm sure you'll find someone perfect for it.
Alright, so obviously, it's not going to be the first person we find, but he instead wants to go off to, I don't know, obscure British tiny island heaven, which is apparently in the West. And as a result of that, Sparky, where are we going now? Presumably the following day.
Oh, that didn't go well.
Oh, no worries, Morris. Plenty of other prospects. Well, for?
Hey, Pete mentioned going into the west. What is that?
Oh, well, that's a very complicated question, Morris. Just think of it as leaving all this behind, which is not something we can do now. We need to go find Val. They're opening the sculpture park today.
Oh, is that opening already? Time certainly does move a bit quicker once you're not in the world. Talking to people, it all feels so distant. Though, if I'm being honest, I suppose I was a little buried in the museum those last few years after, well, you know. Ha! You might say I started living like a ghost well before I became one.
Oh, you weren't a ghost, Morris. That museum is full of life, and ghosts can't give belly rubs anywhere near as well as you did, trust me. Now let's get going. We're gonna find Val.
Ah, yes, Val. I do feel a bit sorry for her, having her home invaded by all these silly artists.
Maybe. But at least we have a laird who's interested in doing nice things for Shelmerston.
Yeah, I suppose so. I was never sure about letting all those artists stay on Shelmerston, but I must admit that his heart's in the right place. Well, let's find Val then. After you, Sparky.
Alright, so when you say time is passing, is it possible that, yeah, if all 5 decide they don't want to be the custodian, it's going to turn out that 1,000 days already has passed just because time works differently as a ghost, and then I can be the ghost after all, having proved I'm worthy by, you know, helping out all the others. Possibly something like that. That sounds nice and wholesome. And apparently, we're going to a sculpture park of some description for an artist or a colony of artists. And there we go, the sculpture garden.
My, how the park has changed. I barely recognise it anymore with all these artists buzzing about.
Oh, they're not so bad. So many different and exciting smells.
Yes, well, you and I have always valued different things in smells.
And now we need to sniff out Val. Just like before, let's find some people with memories of her and track down those mementos.
Alright, and then we got ourselves a brand new thing. So, Valerie, who died very young actually. 1978, that's only a few years before I was born. So, okay, Valerie died strangely young. What happened here then? We don't know, we just know that, yeah, her father was the one who decided to turn this place into an artist commune. So, alright, I'm not sure what really happened with her in that case. Though we do know that some of the artists are apple people. Is he wearing a mask, or is he literally an apple person? Or she, possibly, I don't know. Right, I'm just gonna leave the apple person alone, because I'm slightly scared of the apple person. So, yes, it sounds like we've just got basically a whole bunch of this, for the most part. We got ourselves 5 locations, 5 different sets of memories, a whole bunch of Grenkins to find as well, and, okay. You know what, this is pretty much precisely what I wanted it to be, which is, it's just a lovely, lovely, relaxing experience where you go around, you look inside things, you learn some nice stories, and possibly it's going to get, you know, a little bit tragic by the end, because this woman died very, very young indeed, so whatever happened, not 100% happy, but you know what, this is what I wanted today, this is what I needed today, just a nice, relaxing, go around, speak to people, look at things, examine them. This is lovely. It's not going to be for everybody, but for the right person in the right mood, yeah, this is just the thing. So, link in the description below, ladies and gentlemen. Might well be worth a look-see. This could be, yeah, a really nice little thing for the right person at the right time. So, worth a look-see, I would say. I do enjoy finding, you know, these really nice, relaxing games. They're just a lovely thing. So hopefully I can find some more in the future. But in the meantime, I've been John, been many a true nerd, and this has been I Am Dead. Thank you very much, and goodbye. I've created a small problem in my road system, which is it's literally impossible for anyone to ever go back into town. And this building shall be where we produce our zebras. And this much taller building next door is naturally where we produce the giraffes. Does anyone remember how the road system went? I think it was something like this.